didn't get around to showering today. So, I have to shoot today. It's the last day of February. We're at day 120, and I've reached a bit of a point of frustration with the amount of progress that I've gotten to. And while I started off on a roll when I first started this project, I've now kind of plateaued, and it's very frustrating. And I realized as I was, mired in my frustration, that there is no such thing as an overnight success. And that even though it's been 120 days, 120 days really isn't that long. Being a creative, we work in completed things. People see a finished movie. People read completed books. People binge on completed television programs. People don't really understand how much work goes into creating something that is eventually consumed by the public. There's a lot of rehearsal, there's a lot of development, there's a lot of writing. Shooting is actually one of the shortest things. It's post that takes so much time in the television and film world. And it reminds me of a couple stories. One that recently happened where a buddy of mine was in discussions to do a commission for a new musical. And the goal for the client was to turn around something very fast in just a certain number of weeks, or maybe a couple months at the most. What the client didn't realize is that what they were asking for, and their prototype was the Book of Mormon, was going to take a lot of work, years of work, not months, years. And that may sound surprising to you as a public, because even with all of the behind the scenes videos and news and people following the development of projects, you get the highlights of what those things are. It doesn't cover all the time that gets spent. Even if we look directly at something like the Book of Mormon, that took 6 years to write and workshop, 7 years before it was actually on Broadway. And then if we look at something even more current, like Hamilton, that got started in 2006 before it actually came to Broadway in 2015. And these are very popular, very successful things. And I would challenge anybody to find me a musical of that caliber that was able to be created, published, and put up, and good, in a short amount of time, like just a couple months. The lesson that I came away with from this tonight is patience. It always takes patience and opportunity and timing and a sprinkle of luck, but mostly patience and persistence. But I'm going to fall back on patience.